And so in Unbound, you did a 20-minute effort of 380 watts, which is crazy for a 9-hour race. Well, it's crazy no matter how you slice it. But what's your best 20-minute effort ever, or your FTP?
I haven't done a 20-minute test for a while, actually. One of our sort of benchmarking tests is like a 10-minute, but what would I have done? Probably done like 470 or 480, and could probably do like I think I could probably hit 500 for the 20 minutes, but yeah, keen to do one at some point. So yeah, it's like
that is
good. Yeah.
Insane.
That is crazy, Cameron. And looking at your numbers from Unbound, your TSS over 8.5 hours with a power of average power of 295 was only 419. And not that 419's a low TSS, but for 8 hours it's a low. It's at that power range, your FTP must be set super high. So I don't know what you have I don't know where those numbers came from or what you have your FTP set at. Do you know?
Yeah, I think it's set at like 460 or 465 on the Garmin. It certainly stood out to me how, I guess, relatively low the power was for a race like that. Like, I've done training rides. A lot of training rides are pretty similar stats. And yeah, to have that end up in the result that it did was, I think, one of the more surprising things. And then looking at that guy that got third had higher power than me, and he's not quite as big. And like you were mentioning, Keegan's normalizes not that far off, like low 300s. I think mine was like 328, and he's 50 pounds lighter and not quite as wide. So I think, it also just shows like how good my bike setup was and how aerodynamic I could get, that I could do that speed for that relatively little power.
Well, I think one thing that I've learned over the years, and I'm sure you have, is that execution is not just how much power you have, but or power to weight ratio, but execution. And I think what you and Simon did at mile 50 was the biggest game changer. And then you guys working back and forth, you guys were just impossible to beat.